So I don't know what Love and Hip Hop decided to give us tonight. I said it's episode 4, and we already are getting... It wasn't a filler, but it was just some foolery that I didn't care about. But anyway, this is Love and Hip Hop, Season 7, Episode 4. Do it for Finesse. Anyway. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. It starts off with Shooter. And he's there with his boys. We even see Scrap, young Scrap. Everyone's there to support him, and we find out his son was killed because of an argument, and it was an argument over $35. So this guy, 21-year-old, lost his life because of $35. So they're going to do a program, or going to do programs to really, I don't know if it's like gun violence awareness or if it's more so just something positive for the kids in the community, but they're going to do something to really support the community. Now, we get from the serious stuff because, we can't keep it serious for too long. Then we get to Kirk in the foolishness. Actually, no. Shooter, before we do that, he kind of hinted at, well, while I'm going through this tough time, not everyone's really there to support. And I said, are you talking about your soon-to-be ex-wife that you cheated on and had a whole, possibly 2 babies with while you were married to her, and expect her to just blindly show full love and support to you? Unfortunately, that's not how life works. I understand he needs it, but unfortunately, that's not how life works. And so I'm going to leave him alone because his son was killed. So we'll give him some time. Tommy meets up with her mother because her mom acknowledges that she's done a lot for the family, but she really wants her to go and try and make amends with her sister. And when I say try and make amends, it's more so Tommy wants an apology from her sister because Tommy feels like her sister was a rat. How dare she go and call the cops to get me locked up? Like, who does that? And I'm thinking, well, if you did something crazy, then it's not unrealistic. There's some family that's like, it doesn't matter what's going on, we're not calling the cops. But not every family is like that. I feel like Tommy's family is kind of like that, though. So maybe that's why her sister doing that was really like a really, we have our own code here. So Tommy's open to it. Tommy's over it, but Tommy's open to it because, yeah, why not? I have to fulfill these camera obligations, so let's go and do this. Kirk reaches out to Jasmine, or Jasmine reached out to Kirk. Either way, they go and see each other, and it was weird. They both had these smiles on their faces, and I said, so Kirk, are you trying to keep from laughing because you're just trying to go along with the storyline because it's not that serious? Or you're just laughing that this is really happening right now? It was just weird. Those plastered smiles on their faces that they were trying to remove, it made me look at this like, now wait a minute now. Now wait a minute now. Now wait a minute now. Really? But their main thing is Kirk wasn't sure how he could go and interact with the child when it's just how their union came to be. It was just so messy, and he has to figure out how he's going to make it all work with his family because he still needs to really talk to them. And they want to see their brother. They want their brother in their life. Kirk, apparently he's there for his children. So, and that's why this whole thing is messed up, because you saw when Jasmine showed him the video of the baby, he had that proud look, but also like, ooh, dang. Oh, ooh, this is going to be messy when you get older type of thing. And I think that's what people forget. You're doing all this foolery when the kids are young. So when they get older, and when they can see this stuff, or when people are telling them, ooh, you know what, I know what your parents did, or ooh, this and that happened because this and that happened. It's just a lot. It's a lot. But they're gonna agree to try and have him come and see his son. He needs to talk to his family again, and his family, i.e. Rashida, because everyone else just said, bring the boy around, bring the child around. Kirk, this whole thing is trash. This whole thing is trash. Anyway, Carly Red, she's, I don't know if we're going to use the word dating Sean Garrett. She is seeing Sean Garrett, because there's a huge difference. There's a huge difference. So I'm going to say for now, seeing him. And this had this nice little conversation about how, look at, they had a real moment. It was weird because it felt like it came out of nowhere. Sean talked about how he lost his, I believe his mom died. And so Carly was like, man, I can't imagine. And he was just saying, I never really talked to someone about that and just how it made me feel. I said, oh, okay. You can have your moment. But then Carly says, yeah, my dad. So this is the rundown with her dad. Her dad bailed on her mom when she was little. And then she gets a call essentially from a hospital saying that your dad's sick and borderline dying and needs to, you need to come here now. I think it sounds like a situation where he might have more so been in her other siblings' lives, or at least tried to be in her other siblings' life. But what happens is he got sick. No one else accepted the call. She somehow got the call. So now she's taking care of him. And he's saying, look, your father's here. I understand when he has cancer and all of that. Look, as long as he's here, you need to go and try to make some type of relationship with him. You need to go and support him. You need to go and if you have to bring him here to take care of him so that he can, live longer, live a happier life, then that's what you're going to have to do. And I said, I see, because of the fact, not even because he's sick, but because of the fact that it sounds like he really bailed, which is horrible, but at least it wasn't something like abuse or some other craziness, at least as far as we know. So I'll go and say, yeah, that's right. At the end of the day, wouldn't be here without his contribution. And so see if you two can reconnect. Sometimes when it's that type of situation, it can work out, and that would be really nice. It would be. I'm still side-eyeing it, but I said, yeah, well, okay. So the guys are there. They're doing this community day event, and cleaning up the park. And I do have to say, it was cool seeing, really, for the most part, the men being the ones going and doing something like that. I think that's a very good image. I said, look at Love and Hip Hop trying to be decent. Oh, I would hope so after all the shenanigans that's been going on. Now we have a newcomer that's friends with Kirk, and she's a woman. And I said, wait a minute. But no, she's really just friends with him. Not Kirk, with Shooter. And she doesn't appreciate the fact that Keely. So Keely doesn't like the fact that Sierra isn't there for Shooter, even though she understands why Sierra isn't just all up under Shooter. She still feels like, Shooter, if during this, terrible time, if you wanted to go and dibble and dabble, I'm actually gonna go and help you dibble and dabble, because you deserve a distraction. You deserve, some compassion. You deserve more than what she's not giving you, which just isn't right. I'm thinking, so let's get this straight. He possibly had 2 babies on her while they were married. Again, reiterating this. And I understand in general they were with each other for a while and they have a connection and a bond. But a lot of that gets thrown out of the window when you go and do dirt. And I get it. This is a serious time for him. and a serious time for anyone if they're in that situation. But she's hurting too. She's very confused too. And it's unfair to go and assume that she can just go and support him. She's known that child for a while, so she's hurt herself. And it's hard for her to stay away, but that's probably the best thing for her right now. Who knows? She might go, what if she went back and then things got actually worse? Things got worse during this tumultuous time. It's possible. Hurt people hurt others. I'm not supposed to be this deep on Love and Hip Hop video. I'm so sorry. Rashida agrees to meet up with Kirk, and Kirk lets it be known that, look, the baby's mine, as you already know. I went to go meet with Jasmine. Jasmine said she wants her son to be around his siblings, wanted to know what you thought about it, wanted to go meet up with you. You see that? You see that attack? That, ooh, that is the Lord. That is exactly how I feel. No meets up. Yeah, with the kids. Yeah, you know, as long as they want to do that, fine. But me? Me? We get past that, and Kirk says, I have a business proposition. So why don't we do fitness gear, fitness line, fitness video? I'm looking at him like, you're still Rashida's manager? See, this is why this whole foolery. Oh, we're still friends. No, we can't be friends after all this. See, that's a dumb mess I'm talking about. I mean, a lot of you ladies put up with a lot of mess. I'll never understand that concept. I know a lot of people put up with a lot of mess in general, but let's call facts. Women definitely put up with a lot more mess than guys do when it comes to this foolery. Guys, Guys, it's not even about worth or anything like that. It's just about tolerance. Guys don't have a high tolerance for much. That's the truth. They don't have a high tolerance for much. And so I just wish more women adopted that when it came to this foolery. Like, stunt on these dudes. Don't put up with a lot of this mess because... For what? For what? That's why I always say, thank God I was born a male, because if I was a woman, man, I'd be a savage. I would be a savage. I already know it. I already know it. Anyway, so Tommy's mom decided to go and do this family themed disco photo shoot, and it was really cute. It was cool. It was really cute. Miss Samantha, I appreciate her trying to get her family all together, but here's the thing. Tommy and her sister have real issues. And so when Tommy came to the shoot thinking that, and it seemed like she possibly came there tipsy, I said, dang, Tommy. Because Tommy thought she was meeting up with her sister just one-on-one. But no, it was at this shoot, and it was definitely unfair, caught her off guard, and I knew it was going to be issues. I was upset how it turned out, because her sister said, you know what, I do apologize, but I want you to apologize to me as well, because what you did in general was wrong. And Tommy wasn't there for that. Tommy just wanted an apology. Move on. I don't have time for that. I support you. I support their whole family. I don't want to hear this mess. So then it started to hold this, hold that, slut this, slut that, trick this, trick that, tramp this, tramp that, bleep you, Blake, bleep you too, slut this, crusty A, you know, you wet yourself, your box. I said, what? She peed on herself? Was that before or after you hit her? I have questions. So then she starts going at the mom. It's like, Mom, her mom's like, stop it. What are you doing? What are you saying? What? It was like, oh, you need to stop that, hoe. Oh, you shut up, hoe. Oh, be this, be that. F this, F that. I said, what is going on here? Oh, I'm gonna dead you when I see you. This is how they're talking to each other. Again, with their siblings, with the kids around. I know they're teenagers. I understand they're teenagers. And they're used to this. They just had this look of, all right, another family thing ruined. Got it. But it is so wrong, because Tommy was still fuming. Security had to back her all the way outside and then into this car. Well, the Bentley SUV. And finally got her to go, but she was still like, bleep. And when I said, Tommy, this is your family. Just relax a little bit. The youngins are around. Come on now. Anyway, we see Just Brittany doing this song that I said, oh, this is okay. Okay, the song's kind of cute. Okay. It is. I gotta give it to her. Oh! Before I forget, Nikki just, if you look at on her Twitter, she had posted the letter 3 and then deleted it. So now the fans are going crazy, and now she's liking people's tweets again. So I said, oh, she's going to release. This is her promo. When it comes to social media and all that and promoting herself, no one does it better. I mean, you just got to call it like it is. So be prepared for that. So Cardi was able to have her album out. The first week sales are going to be good. I'm sure Nicki's only putting out a single at most. Let's be real. She is more of a traditional rollout. Anyway, Just Brittany was performing. I said, oh, why is this? The performance was just okay, but it was still better than most of the performances that's ever happened on Love and Hip Hop, which is just sad. And we see, I'll call her Kay. Kay's talking to Jock, and she feels like, why is it that I'm here? Her dude is flirting with these women, understand he's a promoter, but this is really messy. This is unfair. So then she's arguing with him. He doesn't really care. She throws a drink at him because she feels like he's playing games. Obviously, he's playing games. He just said he loves to see you upset and angry, and you're giving him exactly what he wants. I just don't get it. Oh, we move on. Carly's in her home. And her sister, well, one of her sisters, the sister that she has a good relationship with, is there. The son goes upstairs. It was funny because, like, okay, now, so you saw everyone go upstairs and play. Okay. This is terrible acting, but okay. This is terrible acting. Now, Carly's father's there, and he is thin. And it's not the, oh, I'm just older and I'm watching when I eat thin. It's definitely the, oh, I'm a little sick. I felt bad. So Carly, she's trying to talk about what's going on with her father, and he keeps downplaying it. So then she takes him upstairs, and then she tells her sister the real stuff. It's crazy that I'm getting all of these power of attorney stuff. First of all, I don't understand why I'm getting it. Because I'm the youngest. Why is it me? And the sister said, well, Carly, I'm super busy. No, and I know you are too. I know you are hypothetically too. But you're the one who takes charge and does all this stuff. So that's why we feel like Dad, you can do it. And so Carly said, so what would happen if I magically changed my number and they couldn't get into contact with me? Well, it is what it is. I said, what? She's really, no, I'm kidding. Of course. Honor thy father. Let's do the Christian thing. I said, oh, geez, the Christian thing. Okay. Jesus put up with a lot, so I guess we can put up with some foolery. That's why I actually say in my head a lot. Really. That's what stops me from doing a lot of stuff. So Just Brittany meets up with Keely, and kind of goes over the fact that, that edamame and adobo, let me stop. You're not going to get me. Let me stop. I'm not doing that mess over here. You see how crazy that sounds? Yeah, that's how nervous I am when people go that route. But she's essentially Estelita and Erica. They were both going and commenting on my feet. Well, they also said something about your face, but okay, let's keep it. See, here's the problem. We keep recycling these same looks and these same attitudes and the same music. And so that's why these ladies are getting criticized. It's not because they can't do more. It's not because they don't have something. It's just because what they're bringing to the table, it doesn't remotely feel new or fresh. And I don't know why I'm even avoiding talking about what she's talking about. Because the problem is I don't care. Like, I respect the fact that she doesn't want to be a part of that drama. She actually wants to put out her music. I really do respect that, because a lot of them, they feel like their music isn't going far or anywhere, and that's why they entertain the drama. And that's the truth to the matter. So Tommy goes and meets up with, and I said, wait a minute. With Scrap's ex-girlfriend. I said, wait a minute. The one that was supposed to now have a boyfriend, the one that had all the kids and Scrap watched the baby. What's going on here? I don't know. Please like, comment, subscribe. Come back next week. Jesus.